Good day ladies and gentlemen, Rosa here of Splat Communications and Simplified Strategic Solutions. Our video for today is the preferential survey trends for vice presidentiables in the upcoming May 9, 2022 elections. These are based on 5 releases from November to February. Preference trends in election surveys are important because it shows if a candidate is improving, stationary, or declining. However, there is innate danger and caution should be observed when dealing with survey trends, as it can also be used as a tool to set the stage for statistical justifications of subsequent releases to fulfill desired result. From November 28 to February 4, there has been 5 releases of vice presidential preference results from the nationwide Kalya survey summaries. The undecided has swung down and up in this period, showing that even as election day draws near, the preference for the vice presidentiables undecided is still unstable and relatively high at 12.85% as of February 4. The preference trend of vice presidential candidate, Congressman Lito Atienza, can be observed as being stable and unremarkable in the 1% level in the 5 nationwide survey results. He was lowest on December 8, with less than 1% or 0.83, and highest preference was on January 2, with 1.15%. Let us now look at the preference of vice presidential aspirant Dr. Willie Ong. He started at 6.4%. It gradually decreased over time to its lowest at 5.47 in January 22. HI's percentages has not fully recovered from that downward trend. In our previous analysis in our other videos, he and his running mate, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, initially seemed to complement their percentages quite well. What may have caused this? Kindly put your thoughts in the comment portion. We are stressing though that the decline is just around 1% and it is not statistically significant. The preference trend of vice presidential candidate, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, has been pretty stable on the 5 survey period. It stayed on the 4.5 level until it rose by over 1 percentage point last February 4. He and his running mate, VP Leni Robredo, both showed upward trend in the last survey. The rise is very minimal, unremarkable, and insignificant. Let us check the preferential trend of VP aspirant Senate President Tito Sotto. In the first 4 survey releases, his percentages were in the 19 to 20% range. However, he jumped 3 statistical points higher in the February 4 survey data. Any increase is important as it shows growth or improvement. However, this particular growth or increase is still quite insignificant and unremarkable as it took over 2 months or 68 days to accomplish. Will SP Sotto be able to gain enough momentum or traction to continue the upward trend? Kindly jot down your answers in the comment portion. Let us now see the preference trend of Mayor Inday Sara Duterte. Her preference percentage nationwide started with a majority 51.2%. It was at its highest last December 26 at 55.06 and was relatively the same at 54.95% almost a month after last January 22. However, there was an almost 7% decrease in the last survey, at 47.93, which is still bordering majority numbers. As can be clearly seen in the illustration, Mayor Inday Sara's preference trend is way above the rest of the other vice presidential aspirants. SP Tito Sotto is second and on the upward direction while Mayor Inday Sara went down by 7 percent points. SP Sotto increased by 3%. That has a plus 10% net effect on SP Sotto. Let us analyze. Mayor Inday Sara has enjoyed the majority preference until the February 4th survey results. What could have caused the downward trend? There can be several probable factors. First, her statement regarding the youth being in mandatory military training or service. This probably did not sit well with a small portion of the voting population. More than that, this issue was used by the other camps to attack her. This included interviews of personalities opposing this in mainstream media. Second, the proliferation of forced tandems, like the Isa which she already outright dismissed, then the Lenny Sara tandem now all over social media, concocted by whoever benefits the most in the tandems. Third, the decline does not show massive erosion of support, as the undecided is still relatively high at around 13%. For the sake of discussion, if SP Sotto gained 3 percentage points in the last 2 months, and his preference percentages accelerates to double the amount in the next 77 days before the elections, he will be only at around 29%. Let us also assume, for the sake of discussion, that Mayor Inday Sara's percentage would rapidly diminish over the next 2 months at double the rate of decrease of 14%. She will still be at the 34% level come election time, still 5% higher than SP Sotto. The undecided at 13 would be a huge factor, so let us estimate how many percent will Mayor Inday Sara get from the undecided. There are a total of 36 million voters for the Visayas, Mindanao, and the Solid North, her known bailiwicks that comprises already half of the entire registered voter population. If we get the 13% undecided of that, we will come up with around 4.68 million, and in relation to the total number of voters, that is equivalent to 6.5%. Let us assume Mayor Inday Sara only gets 50% of the undecided in her known bailiwicks, that is an additional 3.25%, so her preferential percentage would be pushed up to 37.25%. The other vice presidential aspirants Senator Kiko and Doc Willie Ong will get anywhere from 20 to 25% combined preferences plus their share of the remaining undecided 9.75 that they both have to share with SP Sotto. Let us further assume that SP Sotto gets half of these undecided at 4.875. His maximum total percentage would be just 33.875%. That is the worst case scenario for Mayor Inday Sara and the best case scenario for SP Sotto. Phew! That was exhausting math. At the end of the day, even if the assumptions do happen, Mayor Inday Sara still wins. If any, and we stress any of these assumptions do not happen, then Mayor Inday Sara wins comfortably by a wide margin. So there, we hope that it is clear. A more realistic possibility is that she will maintain her numbers in the majority zone of over 50%, beyond the reach of any other presidential aspirant. From all indications, this is the most highly likely scenario. We have reached the end of our video today. We hope you like it as we all learned from it. Thank you for not skipping ads. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Kindly like the video and share. For your suggestions and questions, kindly jot them down in the comment portion. In behalf of my gorgeous partner Wina and the rest of the Splat Communications and Simplified Strategic Solutions team, thank you. Till next time. Stay safe. Rosa out. Bye.